Here's a new fresh baby. Oh my goodness. What's up everybody? Welcome back to another video on my channel. My name is Dion and you're watching Reptiliatus. Well friends, you're gonna notice right away that there's no watering, trickling sound in the reptile room today. Why is that? Don't you normally hear that water rushing? The red-eyed crocodile skink paludariums at full force, serenading this room with the sound of tranquility of waterfalls. Okay, I'm exaggerating it to the fullest extent. It sounds like someone's going to the washroom. But really, where is that sound today? Well, I'm here to tell you that in today's video, we are doing a Project Mini Dragon update. Finally back to the series. It's been a little while now, and I get asked all the time, Dion, how do you clean out these enclosures? How is it you go about doing water changes on the paludariums? Because yes, let's be practical here. This system isn't exactly practical. They're not easy to get into, clean the water. What I've found that works very well for me is going in about once a month and taking all the gravel out, rinsing it out in a strainer, not touching the filters because we don't want to remove the beneficial bacteria, and then putting it back in and refilling the water. During that time, the animals are left with water dishes so that they could drink. The water in these enclosures actually evaporates quite quickly, so if I don't add water to them for about 2 weeks, they'll actually evaporate to being nearly empty, which facilitates me going in and scooping out all the silt, decomposed leaves, etc., dirt, fecal material, that stuff, so we can rinse it out in the sink, similar to what you've seen in the cleaning water dishes video. And yeah, so today what we're gonna do is exactly that. We're gonna go in there, we're gonna clean out all the enclosures one by one, and then we're also going to do a wellness check on the animals, because what better opportunity will I have than this to go in and check on each animal and make sure they're doing well. The one thing I'm also very excited to do is open up this enclosure, because if you recall from the last red-eyed crocodile skink video we did, we found an egg in here. And if my calculations are correct, which they always are. No, all jokes aside, they're not. If my calculations are where I think they are, that egg for sure has hatched and we should have a 4th baby Tribolonotus, gracilis running around in there with the rest of the family. So I'm stoked. I don't know about you guys. At the time of filming, I haven't checked. We're gonna go in there, find out together, and I think this is gonna be an all-around really exciting crocodile skink video. Like I said before, my name is Dion. If you guys are new here, I make videos about specialty pets such as reptiles, amphibians, and different kinds of really interesting invertebrates. So if that's something you're interested in learning about, definitely consider subscribing down below, and then ding that little notification bell afterwards, because that will ensure that you get notified of every upload I post. Awesome. So friends, as you can see, the tanks are pretty dried up at this point, but you can also see that there's a sneaky little baby red-eyed crocodile skink. Now we're gonna start with the first enclosure here and get to work. To scoop debris out of the enclosure, I'm just using this dustpan, and it works perfectly because it's just really small. All the water feature substrate will be scooped into this strainer I bought at the dollar store, which goes into a nice big cleaning bin. So let's get started on the first enclosure here. For the wellness check, as usual, I have a clear tote with some ventilation. We're gonna move each animal into these as we go along while cleaning their enclosures. So this male, as you can see, oh buddy, it's clearly shedding as well. There's a lot of his skin flaking off here. So anyhow, we're gonna gently pick him up and also put him in with the other female. There we go. So guys, you all right? Okay guys, so I did mist them down a bit. What I'm also going to do, just so that they feel a bit more safe, is provide them with a good old little Exoterra cave. That way they can go in there and hide, as you can imagine. There you go. The male might as well eventually. But yeah, they're just going to be in here with the lid on. Just like that. And now we can get to work here. We are going to start collecting all the substrate from here. Now there's a lot of pothos roots mixed in there, but we're just gonna do our best to gently pull things out and then scoop all of this into the strainer so we can rinse it out and put it back into the enclosure. Let's get started. All right, everybody, I wish I could tell you how bad this smells, but we have our rocks now. So we're gonna go ahead, take this over to the sink, strain it out, and then be putting it back into the enclosure. Now that we've cleaned out our gravel in the strainer, I go back into the enclosure with a fishnet and try to scoop out as much of the silt and debris as possible, just to provide the water with a little bit more cleanliness. You can actually squeeze the net, and this will take all the water out of it, and you'll be left with just substrate that the skinks have kicked into the enclosure. I do this a few times before putting the gravel back in. Now I'm just going to take a moment to wipe down the glass before putting the gravel back in. Now we're putting the gravel back in. First I'm going to rearrange the pothos and try and have it in a way that I can situate the rocks over the roots to hold them in place, or sort of anchor them better. So you can see that. I'm just going to put a bunch of piles of gravel around, and then we're pretty well ready at this point to refill the enclosure up with some nice clean water. Alright everybody, so there you go, that's one enclosure done. And you're gonna see that over the next few hours this water is gonna become pretty well crystal clear, so that's gonna be really nice for those crocodile skinks. Start with the male here. Go ahead, buddy. Be free. Looks like he went for the water. And then we're gonna take this female out. I'm just gonna keep an eye on her. I definitely want those little spots of shed to come off well. It's not rotten tissue, guys. She had a lot of this and it was just flaking off gradually bit by bit, which is really good to see. I do sometimes put some Silvasorb ointment on the spots, and this is all that's left now, thankfully. She had a lot more. If you remember what she looked like before she went into this enclosure, she has really made a huge recovery as far as her appearance goes. Anyway, beautiful, go ahead. Woo! So this here is one of the young males, and you can see that because of the enlarged scales there on his feet. We'll put him in the bin, and then we'll go get the female now. Female usually likes to be, oh, I can't even see her tail. She's right here. Hi, girl. You're okay, you're okay. Now this female is like actually my feistiest crocodile skink. Sometimes she's actually tried to bite me, which is crazy. Never had one do that. You can see she's very plump, looks fantastic. Okay, you're all right. Hi, girl. So just again for reference, you can see the difference in the feet. It does not have those same enlarged scales. Female. Hi. So this couple is a bit younger. I'm not sure if they're gonna produce for me just yet, but they're getting there. Okay, now that they're safe and secure, I'm going to switch spots here. And, well, you know the drill. Back into their enclosure. Whoa! Okay. Okay, that guy decided to dive into the water feature. Here's the beautiful female. Go ahead, girl. Woo! All right, everybody, we're making some solid progress here, but it's now time to go into this enclosure. And if you've been following the project, you know that this enclosure houses Sunny and Savvy, which are my pair of red-eyed crocodile skinks who are producing all the babies right now. I've had them the longest, almost 5 years, and yeah, I'm pretty sure we have a new baby in there. So let's go ahead, take everybody out, and see exactly how many we'll have in this bin in a few minutes. Okay, so I'm already very confused. Hey buddy, you're alright. The Titan, look at this chunky king. So we're gonna put him in here. Okay, buddy. Here is one baby. And I'm pretty sure this is the youngest one from last time, that is. Okay. You're gonna see why I'm confused very soon. There are 2 eggs there. One of them is definitely from last time, but it also seems to be leaking. I'm not sure if that's because it's about to hatch or if it's because it's gone bad or something. We also have another egg right there, guys. Holy sappy, you're a machine. Now we're gonna go into this side and you're gonna see right away here that we have the oldest of the offspring is here. And this is that male that we looked at last time. Hey buddy, you're okay. See him here, he's starting to get the red eyes. So it's a subadult male. Okay, I'm not done yet. So friends, 2 eggs. Then of course we have Sappy, who is right here. Hi girl, you're okay. Go ahead. Okay, so 4 crocodile skinks, right? Now I have to carefully get in here because friends, there are still 2 more in here. Look at that one. It's so small. There's another baby. Okay, there's one right here. I'm gonna try and get them to, come on. Okay, gotcha. You're okay, you're okay. You're okay. Okay guys, 3 babies. And here, you're okay. Oh my goodness, precious little child. Here's a new fresh baby. Guys, look at this one. Baby number 4. Go be with your family. Oh my goodness. Hello there. There you go. Ooh, look at that. The family's grown. But what is going on here? We have this egg. Is there about to be a new baby? I'm really not sure, guys. And then we have this one here. Another egg. So, wowzers. I'm just gonna leave that. If we're lucky, we'll end up with another baby again. These guys could use a little misting. They're just kind of dirty. So I'm just gonna gently mist them off a bit. Here you go, guys. Okay, I'm just gonna put a cave in here, so if anyone feels scared, here baby, you can go ahead. Go in the cave. We're now good to proceed with cleaning out their enclosure. So this is gonna be one of the hardest enclosures to clean. Start. Alright guys, you're not gonna believe this, but their filter broke. I know, I opened it up, the motor is totally toast. I have to get a new filter for this enclosure again. All the other ones are doing fine. I don't know what it is about this one, but I think finally with this deep clean, the next one should do just fine. But for the time being, they're gonna have a nice amount of water regardless. It'll settle, it'll be fine, and I'll get a filter on there ASAP. So let's get them in. We'll start here with Sunny. Hey buddy, here you go, you wanna go home? Off he goes, go ahead. We'll do Sappy next. Good girl, Sappy, you wanna go home? There you go. Go free. There you go. Now the offspring. You're alright, you're alright. Oh! Go ahead, buddy. Second oldest. Boy, buddy. And now we have the two little guys left. We'll do this one. Here you go, friend. And then, oh my gosh, look at you. You're so small. Here. Go ahead, buddy. Go to your parents. There we go. Perfect. The happy family is happily back in the enclosure, and I need to go to the pet store and buy a filter. 2 more enclosures left, everyone, then we're all done. Alright, guys. These are my chunky skinks, let me tell you. So this is Zero and Heidi's enclosure. These are the skinks that were given to me by one of my subscribers, if you recall. There they are, removing them. Okay, so who do we have here? Oh, you okay? Oh, super fast. Come here, friend. You're okay. I believe this is Zero, most likely. Yep, so again, you can see on the toes, this is a male crocodile skink. And one of the things I absolutely love about Zero is he has huge spines on his back. Really, really impressive animal. Let's bring you into the enclosure. Go ahead. Sometimes I just want to hold my breath and hope that one day we're going to find eggs under here, but that's okay. Not yet. There's Heidi. And you can see that they've kind of been, I guess, creating a bit of a pillow pad in here. I was really worried about them getting tangled in it, but they really just don't. They've even moved some of it down into the water feature, but anyway, we'll look at that in a sec. So I haven't really been too concerned. They're totally fine. Okay, gotcha. So here's Heidi. Now, as you recall, these were very, very chunky crocodile skinks who were being fed a lot of night crawlers. So now that I've had them down to my little routine, feeding them twice a week, they're finally losing a little bit of weight. Get her in there as well. Yeah, there's like not even room for the both of you in there. Well, time for us to get started on all our work here. This is gonna be interesting. Okay, so that enclosure is done. Water's gonna clear up very quickly. You can now put Heidi and Zero back. Look at those cute little lures are having a nap. Hey guys, you're okay. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. There you go. Go ahead. Woof. And now last but certainly not least, little Nova, everybody's favorite white-eyed crocodile skink. She's been doing really well. Let me just see where she's hiding. Probably in this quick hollow. Oh, she's actually in her water feature. Hi, Nova. Sorry, girl. You're probably like, leave me alone. Look at her. I would really love to find her a mate. You guys look carefully. You can see where her surgery was. It's nearly as if it never happened, which is awesome. Let's get her in the container. Go ahead, beautiful. You're good. She's so small in comparison, it's kind of hilarious. So I'm actually going through here and looking, and Nova, being the sweet little skink that she is, has blessed me with a pretty clean water feature. Now I'm gonna go in here and pick out a few pieces of wood that have fallen in, but this is nowhere near bad enough that we need to take everything out and clean the whole thing. So I'm actually just gonna do a bit of manual cleaning, just, you know, picking the wood out myself, and we're just gonna top this one off because it doesn't need to be fully cleaned out. Remember, unless it's really silty and gross in here, we have a lot of plants that are in here helping remove harmful nutrients. Not only that, I'm constantly topping these enclosures off with fresh water because it evaporates quickly, so the water in here is relatively clean. Alright, that's kind of funny. Let's top it off now. I mean, even look how clean the enclosure is. Nova, you are a saint, my little friend. So obviously we're gonna get some sediment that'll billow up from pouring water in like that. And then we just give it a bit of time. The water level's gonna lower because it's gonna flood into the drainage layer, which we want. Let's turn on the filter. There we go. Right, the water level's a bit lower again. You can add more water. I think that's pretty solid right there. Vinegar water solution. Just wipe the glass down here a bit so we have better viewing. Yep, that water is gonna clear up in no time. Enclosure's looking pretty clean. I think we can bring Nova back into her home. Hey Nova, ready? Whee! Go for it. For today's question of the day, I'd like to ask you all, help me out here. If you have a better suggestion for how I can clean these enclosures, I'm all ears. That's the best part about this community. You guys have a lot of experience, and sure, I do too, but we can learn from each other, and I love that about my community. You guys have helped me with my Paludarium filters, giving me great suggestions about how to make sure I don't lose beneficial bacteria. There's a whole slew of things you guys have supported me through and helped me improve on. So I want to ask you guys, do you have a better idea about how I can clean these enclosures out? I have thought about getting a tiny little pump to pump the water out of them so I can do it more rapidly, but my concern there is that the debris and silt will just get into it. I would absolutely love to get your suggestions on what you think we can do here. Let's figure it out together. Maybe this is the best way for now, maybe it's not, but let me know in the comment section down below, and best believe I'm gonna give your comments a heart because I appreciate the suggestions, and you know, maybe hopefully we can engage in a little bit of a conversation. Thanks everybody, you're amazing. Well everybody, there you have it. I sincerely hope you enjoyed watching today's video. It's always a blast making a red-eyed crocodile skink update. I really shouldn't call them that because we do obviously have sweet little Nova there and she is not a red-eyed crocodile skink, but okay, a crocodile skink update. Alright everyone, there you have it. I can't wait to see you all for our next video. Have a wonderful week, and if you have not seen the rest of the Project Mini Dragon videos, here's the playlist. Definitely check it out. It's been quite the journey this year, and I'm so excited about how fulfilling this playlist has become. Awesome.